Morning all. Okay, let's continue 5-minute games. Actually, I'm thinking, as I say, the pool's much bigger than 15-minute, and also there's an entertainment, angle. Like I am entertained anyway. I hope, and many of you seem to be. So I may do 15-minute in the next few weeks, but as I say, the pool is much more restricted. So here we have an IM. So I'm going to try and surprise him with knight A6, I think. And then E5, because he'll know very quite well. Probably knows this very quite well. So he's 22-30. That's one thing about the 5-minute pool. You do get a lot of. I'll go for this E4 square. A lot of title players. So I want to reinforce the knight on C5. I think with A5 next, after E4's protected. So A5. Was that premature? It wasn't really. I can try and grab the bishop now if he's relying on that pin. Okay, let him maybe play B4. He's maybe weakening that diagonal a little bit. So perhaps I've gained something from knight A6. I've gained that dark square bishop, but he's gaining maybe some tempo here. If I put the bishop on this. Here on this diagonal, that's useful often for getting a kingside attack. I'm hitting that knight on D2, so I think I will be able to get bishop E3 and to force the king into a dangerous place. But knight B5 will attack that. So what about bishop D4 for a moment, just to be annoying, or even F4, knight D1. I think there's bishop D4. So that bishop's great, it's outside the pawn chain. Now queen h4 is looking useful. Queen h4, then maybe g5, g4, g3. Easy as that. If b5 there's knight c5, if c5, okay, let's get the tempo here. Now maybe b6, there might be c5 hitting the knight on a6, but it does put the dampener on queen a4 followed by c5. Let's sacrifice that knight. If I play queen h4, if I play b6 rather, c5 takes queen a4 there, it's knight b4. So he plays queen a4 first. What about knight b8? If I let him play c5, is it a big deal? Apart from this diagonal, it doesn't seem such a big deal, but let's play that. Okay. Mind you, I've blocked in now the bishop. Oh, maybe that's the worst thing about that. So if he can attack this bishop, I might be in trouble. If he gets a knight to b3, I'm in trouble. So that was silly. Oh dear. Oh dear, if he just moves his queen and knight b3. Right, let's try and worry him over here though. In the meantime, g5, g4, g3. Maybe b5 or something. How to get out of that. Okay, he's going for that. He's going to have knight b3, maybe bishop e3. If I play this just for bishop d7. Actually, bishop d7 and the queen's trapped after knight b3. b5, there's bishop c5. Okay. There's even a5 potentially, or a6. Knight b3 is the main issue. Bishop e3, hold on, bishop e3 I can keep on the diagonal for g5, g4, g3. He's eyeing e8. I don't want to play something like this to allow a check. If I can get in g4, g3, and then bishop takes h3, that would be crushing. Okay, he's gone back there. Okay, he's giving me time. There's nothing to evict the queen, I hope, just yet. I might get along with this g4, g3. Another move. Okay, just playing this very casually. So g3 is now on the cards for bishop h3. So knight b3, there's bishop e3 to keep on the diagonal, to keep the king over there. Okay, g3, imminent threat. Oh, there is knight f3. Okay, what about bishop e3 first? Takes g3. Bishop e3, yeah, he takes. I think I should connect the rooks or get this knight in. Hang on. There's bishop a6 here. Okay, so G3 does knight F3. If I try and get this knight into the attack, I think I'll try and get this knight into the attack. Maybe knight here to G3. That's pretty good. Give him a bit of time. Let him... Yeah, because otherwise D6, his queen's coming in. So I want to play knight H5 to G3. So at the moment his quality, I think, is down, pieces are down. Quality is low at the moment. So I'm threatening now knight G3 mate, cute one. No time for knight B5, knight G3 mate. It looks pretty grim. Also takes and queen H3 if he tries to escape with G3, king G2, queen H3. This is a classic manoeuvre I've seen in you know, grandmaster games like Hebden, you know, like playing the kings, and you get the bishop on this diagonal. Oh, mate, and I am. He's quite crushed there, if I say so myself. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. Like A6. So a little bit of a surprise weapon. It has been played by quite a few strong players like A6 in recent years instead of E5, so it worked a treat really here. Yeah, that dark square bishop was quite dangerous as it turned out. So the key thing I think was about not allowing knight F3, because that attacks the queen and protects H2. So this was much stronger, I think, to get the knight involved from B8. Let it be in the attack. Comments or questions on YouTube? I'm actually near my peak 5-minute auto pairing rating. I mean, I'm in the line for getting a kicking now at 2343. I think my highest was 2350. Thanks very much. Comments or questions on YouTube?